Hello, kids. Good morning. This is Randy Canales, and I am your virtual teacher. I'm very much excited for this virtual tutorial today because we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, and that is all about coordinating conjunctions. I said this is very interesting because coordinating conjunctions are very useful when composing sentences. We use conjunctions all the time. Our sentences would be incomplete without coordinating conjunctions. Later, we are going to use coordinating conjunctions in sentences. This is even more exciting because we are going to use local story in learning coordinating conjunctions. Hope you will have fun as you learn. I guess everyone is ready, so let's start. In this lesson, we are going to compose clear and coherent sentences using appropriate grammatical structures, focusing on coordinating conjunctions. So at the end, you are expected to explain the function of coordinating conjunctions in sentences and use them in clear and coherent sentences. But before that, let us check if you can still recall our previous lesson, and that is all about progressive tenses. So we have our sentences, and you are going to mention the verb that is used in the sentence, and then you are going to identify its progressive tense. So we have our sentence number one. The visitors are enjoying the food at the moment. So here, what do you think is the verb used? Okay, the verb used here is are enjoying. And what is the progressive tense of this verb? Okay, did you say present progressive tense? Then you are correct. Are enjoying is in the present progressive tense. How about in the second sentence? Jessa was cleaning the school ground as I watered the plants. Can you notice a verb in the progressive tense here in this sentence? Yes, of course. And that is was cleaning. And the verb was cleaning is in the past progressive tense of the verb. You're correct. Then we have the third sentence. Soon you will be celebrating your birthday. Can you mention the verb in the progressive tense here? Okay, and that is will be celebrating. So will be celebrating is in what progressive tense of the verb? Okay, correct. It is future progressive tense. Okay, that is great. I'm very much happy that you now have a comprehensive understanding about progressive tenses of the verb. If you still have questions about our previous lesson, please let me know. Just message me through Messenger or text me through my phone number. Okay. Okay, now let us talk about synonyms. Are you familiar with synonyms? Synonyms are words with similar or almost the same meanings. We can use synonyms to understand unfamiliar words, like this one here. Okay, we have here two columns of words, A and B. So we are going to look for the synonyms of the words from column A with the words from the column B. I'm going to give you short sentences for you to have a context of how we are going to use these words in sentences. So for example, we have sentence number one, sees. So example, we waited for the vehicle to cease running before we crossed the road. What do you think is the synonym of the word cease? Okay, for the second word, we have incessant. Because of the incessant rain, the beach party was cancelled. And for the third word, we have anxious. I am not anxious about committing mistakes, for there are always ways to correct them. Okay, I guess with those sentences, you can now identify the synonyms of words in column A. So, what do you think is the synonym of the word cease? Okay, cease, the synonym is, did you say stop? Okay, the synonym of the word cease is stop. How about incessant? Okay, incessant, the synonym of the word incessant is continuing. And of course, for anxious, the synonym of this word is worried. So again, we can use synonyms to define or understand better these unfamiliar terms. Okay, look at this picture. This is Nuestra Señora de Salvacion, the beloved patroness of the Our Lady of the Assumption Parish in Lavizares, Northern Samar, Philippines, where I live. Okay, so it is believed that Nuestra Señora de Salvacion is miraculous. Today, we are going to read an old story about one of the miracles of Nuestra Señora de Salvacion. While listening to this story, try to find answer to this question. How did the miracle of Nuestra Señora de Salvacion happen? Okay, are you ready? Let's now read the story. The miracle of Nuestra Señora de Salvacion. One day, Lavisares was hit by a strong typhoon. The rain was heavy and incessant. Wind was howling. Thunders and lightnings were scary. Sea waves were huge. The town was flooded. Some houses were destroyed. The people evacuated to the church. They kneeled to Nuestra Señora de Salvacion, their patron saint. They prayed for protection and to stop the typhoon. Later, they noticed that the icon of Nuestra Señora de Salvacion was missing, so they looked for it. However, they were not able to find it at the altar nor in the entire church building. They searched the icon but found nothing. They thought it was stolen or kept in a safer place. They were anxious, yet hopeful that they will still find it soon. They continued praying to Nuestra Señora de Salvacion until the storm ceased. When the super typhoon was over, the icon was found on its proper location at the altar. The people wondered, for it had mareu-bareu, a local seaweed, on its vestment. They believed that Nuestra Señora de Salvacion went to the sea and calmed the storm. The miracle saved Lavizares from the storm, and the people of Lavizares thanked God for saving them from the dangers of the strong typhoon through Nuestra Señora de Salvacion. The end. Okay. Do you like the story? Now, let us try to answer these comprehension questions. What happened to Lavizares? So, I guess you would have a correct answer for this because it is clear in our story that there was a strong typhoon that hit the town of Lavizares in northern Samar. How did the miracle of Nuestra Señora de Salvacion happen? So, when there was a typhoon, the people evacuated to the church and they kneeled and prayed to their beloved patroness, Nuestra Señora de Salvacion, for protection and, of course, to stop the typhoon. And later, they noticed that the patroness was missing. When they found it after the typhoon, they noted that there were seaweeds on its vestment. So the people thought and believed that their patroness went to the sea and calmed the waves and the storm. So for the third question, why did the people thank God through Nuestra Señora de Salvacion? So the people thank God through Nuestra Señora de Salvacion for saving them from the super typhoon because of the miracle. The people of Lavisares were saved. So we all have experienced a lot of typhoons because our country, the Philippines, is found in the typhoon belt. It is important that we must be prepared for typhoons to avoid or minimize its adverse effect. More importantly, let's pray to God and to Nuestra Señora de Salvacion to protect and save us from typhoons and calamities or other misfortunes. During a typhoon or any calamities, gender must be respected and to avoid abuses. This must be observed when staying at home or in the evacuation centers, when distributing relief goods or availing of any government support. So part of disaster preparedness is also preparing for a possible occurrence of monthly menstruation among girls during calamity. So it would be helpful to have menstrual hygiene kit as part of your go bags for calamities. Okay, hope you liked our story. Now, let us read some sentences that we have used in telling the story about the miracle of Nuestra Señora de Salvacion. First sentence, thunders and lightnings were scary. Second, people noticed that the icon of the patroness was missing, so they looked for it. Number three, they were not able to find it at the altar, nor in the entire church building. Number four, they searched the icon but found nothing. Number five, they thought it was stolen or kept in a safer place. Number six, they were anxious yet hopeful that they will still find it soon. And last, the people wondered, for it had local seaweeds called maru-bariw on its garment. Okay, if you can notice, there are underlined words in the sentences, and these underlined words are called coordinating conjunctions. We have and, so, nor, but, or, yet, and for. These seven conjunctions are examples of coordinating conjunctions. Okay, now let us try to know more about these coordinating conjunctions. So these are words used to connect words, phrases, or clauses of equal rank or kind. So that is coordinating conjunction. So we have here the conjunction for. The conjunction for is used to show a cause. So for example, the people wondered, for it had maru-bariw on its vestment. So the cause that is being showed in this sentence is the reason why the people wondered. So it had maru-bariw on its vestment. So that's why we use the conjunction for. Another sentence. Children stayed at home for the typhoon brought heavy rains. Okay, so we have used here also the conjunction for. Why? Because we show the cause why people or these children stayed at home. So again, the coordinating conjunction for is used to show a cause. Okay, we have heard the coordinating conjunction and. This conjunction is used to add ideas, like in these examples. Thunders and lightnings were scary. So thunders, and then we add another idea, and that is lightnings, and saying that both of these are scary. So thunders and lightnings were scary. So we use and to add ideas of the things which were scary during that night. Another example, I safe keep my books and important documents before the typhoon. Okay, so we have books and important documents. We use the conjunction and to add ideas, okay, and connect books and important documents, things that you must safe keep before the typhoon. The third coordinating conjunction that we have here is nor. This conjunction is used to distinguish between negative clauses, like in this example. They were not able to find it at the altar, nor in the entire church building. So we have here two negative clauses, not able to find it at the altar and nor in the entire church building, and we use nor to distinguish these negative clauses. Children do not go to school nor play outside during a typhoon. So we also use the conjunction nor in this sentence. Again, nor is used to distinguish between negative clauses. Next is the conjunction but, which is used to contrast ideas. Examples: they searched the icon but found nothing. So here, the contrasting ideas are this search, but however, they found nothing. So we use but for sentences or for statements of contrasting ideas. Another example is I wear thick sweater, but still I feel cold. So these are another contrasting ideas. That's why it is appropriate to use the conjunction but. Again, we use this conjunction for contrasting ideas. Next, we have or. It is used to show choices or options. Choices or options. Examples: they thought it was stolen or kept in a safer place. Okay, so we use the conjunction or because we show choices just like whether the icon was stolen or kept in a safer place. The second example is I read typhoon updates from Facebook or Twitter. So again, we use the conjunction or here because we show choices of where we read or where we found typhoon updates, either from Facebook or from the Twitter. So again, we use the conjunction or to show choices or options. Next, we have yet. Yet is used to contrast ideas. Examples: they were anxious yet hopeful that they will still find it soon. So the contrasting ideas here is they're being anxious at the same time hopeful. Okay? A contrast of a negative and a positive mindset. Okay? So for this reason of expressing contrasting ideas, it is proper to use the conjunction yet. For the second sentence, we have the leader told the people to evacuate, yet some stayed at home. So we use the conjunction yet because of, again, contrasting ideas in this statement. People must evacuate. However, some choose to stay at home. And these are contrasting ideas. Okay? In expressing contrasting ideas, it is proper to use, okay, the conjunction yet. And finally, we have here the conjunction so. So is used to show a result, like in these examples. People noticed that the icon was missing, so they looked for it. So in this sentence, this statement "they'll look for it" is a result of the statement the people noticed that the icon was missing. Okay, so we use the conjunction so to express or to show a result. The second sentence is the weather forecast showed a typhoon is coming next week. So we must prepare. So we use the conjunction we use the conjunction so, okay, to show a result of this forecast that there will be a typhoon in the coming week. Everyone must get ready, must be prepared for that typhoon. Okay. So for you to be able to easily understand or memorize or at least recall these conjunctions, just remember the acronym FANBOYS, okay? FANBOYS, which stands for F for A, and, N, nor, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, and S for so. So that makes an acronym fanboy. So it would be better, or it would be easy for you to recall, to remember, to memorize these conjunctions by just remembering the acronym fanboys. I hope that will help. Now let us try to answer the following activities. So for this, you can get your answer sheets or your notebooks where you can write your answers. Okay. Or if you have your parent or a brother or a friend there to guide you, you can also ask for guidance for these exercises. Okay. First, let us pick the conjunction that is being used in this sentence. Mangkanor trims the branches of mango and santol trees in their backyard. Can you notice the conjunction here? Okay. Did you say and? If your answer is and, then you are correct. For this whole class activity too, let us fill the blank with the appropriate conjunction, either so or or. Rosa buys candles in the store, blank, they can use them during blackouts. What do you think is the correct conjunction that we must use for this sentence? Did I hear you say so? If your answer is so, then that's correct because so is a conjunction that is used to show a result. Okay, so we have it there. Rosa buys candles in the store so they can use them during blackouts. Okay, for this activity, Marvin has a plastic box. He keeps his books inside it. Let us try to combine these two sentences by using a conjunction so we can create a coherent, meaningful sentence out of this. So you can choose either for or and. Okay, so we have it here. Marvin has a plastic box and he keeps his books inside it. Okay, so if you can notice, we use the conjunction and here, okay, to combine the two statements. Marvin has a plastic box. He keeps his books inside it. Okay, now let's try this group work. Okay, so I have divided you already into four groups. I have sent your groupings in our group chat and everyone agreed for the groupings. And here's what you're going to do. For group one, you are going to pick the conjunctions that we use in these sentences. So I advise you to take a screenshot of this slide for all the members of group one so that you will be able to answer this this activity on your answer sheets or notebooks. Okay, are you done, group one? Okay, for group two, you are going to fill the blank with conjunctions to complete the thought of these sentences. So, group two members, I advise you to take a screenshot of this slide. So, if you can notice, we have here the choices, okay, where you can choose which conjunction are we going to use for these sentences. We have here for, so, and, but, nor. Example, she decided to stay blank, I went home. What do you think is the correct conjunction that we are going to use for these sentences? Okay, are you done, group two, with the screenshot? Okay, thank you. Then for group 3, you are going to use the conjunctions to combine the sentences into one meaningful, coherent, and clear sentence. Okay? So we have heard the choices and for. Okay. So you are going to use either of these conjunctions to combine statements in number 1 and in number 2. Okay, when I was about to give up searching for her, I saw her running towards me. When I reached for her, she cried. What do you think is the correct conjunction that we are going to use for us to be able to create one meaningful sentence for these statements in number 1? For number 2, I told her to stop crying. The fireworks display was about to begin. So again, you're going to choose either and or for you to be able to make one meaningful sentence out of these two statements in number 2. Again, I advise group 3 members to take a screenshot of this slide. And okay, I hope you already have started working on this, and that is very much easy. You must always remember or just recall fanboys and the functions of all of those coordinating conjunctions that we have discussed for you to be able to answer these activities. Okay. I believe everyone is ready now, so let's check your own work again. Um, if you can notice what's on my back, it's honesty, okay? Honesty is the best policy, okay? So that's slogan. So I advise you to check your own work with utmost honesty. Okay, so group 1. Okay. For group 1, the instruction for you is to pick the conjunctions used in the sentences. Okay, for number 1, we have it here. For number 1, one night my younger sister and I went to the plaza. What is the conjunction used here? Okay, did I hear you say and? If your answer is and, then you are correct. Okay, good job. For number 2, we would be watching the fireworks display and the concert. Okay, so what is the conjunction here? Very good. It is and. Okay, and is used to add ideas. Okay. For number 3, when we arrived there, many people were already waiting, but the program has not started yet. Okay, I can see two coordinating conjunctions here, and the one or the first conjunction is okay. You are correct when you said but. Okay, that's correct. And the other is yet. Both of these conjunctions are used to show contrasting ideas. And for the last sentence, we have sentence number 4. I asked my sister if she wanted to go with me to buy candies or she would just stay and wait for me. So we have two conjunctions here. Yes, you are correct. Or, and the other is and. Very good. So we use or to show choices and to add ideas. Okay? Thank you so much, group 1. Thumbs up to all of you. Okay. How about group 2? Okay, so we have the correct answers now. She decided to stay, so I went alone. So the correct answer for number 1 is so. For number 2, when I returned, I could not find my sister nor contact her on her cell phone. Okay, so this sentence shows negative clauses, and the conjunction that is proper to be used for this sentence is nor. When I returned, I could not find my sister nor contact her on her cell phone. For the third sentence, I began to feel nervous, but I tried to stay calm. Okay? That is used for showing contrasting ideas. Feeling nervous at the same time staying calm. And for sentence number four, I knew I had to find her for our parents would be angry. Okay, would be angry. Yes. So the correct answer is four. The correct conjunction to use is four. I hope you got 4/4. Okay, congratulations, group two. Thumbs up for all of you and give yourselves a big hand. Okay, for group three, I told you to use the conjunctions either and or for to combine the sentences into one meaningful sentence. So we have her for number one. When I was about to give up searching for her, I saw her running towards me, and when I reached for her, she cried. So we use and. For number two, I told her to stop crying for the fireworks display was about to begin. So we use the conjunction for. Okay. Congratulations, group three. Group three, two thumbs up for you and give yourselves a big hug. Okay. For a job well done. And of course, for group one, how about a big clap to all of you? Groups one, two, and three. Now, okay. Um, let us try to recap what we have learned today. So, what are these coordinating conjunctions? So, we said these are words that we use to connect words, phrases, or clauses of equal rank or kind. So, we have a lot of examples of coordinating conjunctions. We have for, okay? How do they function in sentence? For, in sentences, for we use for to show a cause. We use and to add ideas. We use nor to distinguish negative clauses. We use but to contrast ideas. We use or to show choices. We use yet for contrasting ideas. And we use so to show a result. Okay, now let us do the following. I advise you to do the task independently now. Okay, try to do this independently. Okay, so complete the sentences with the appropriate conjunctions found inside the parentheses. Write your answers on your answer sheets. Okay, number one. The Barangay Council plans to distribute emergency bags, blank, inside the parentheses, or nor health kits to the typhoon victims. Okay, number two, volunteers give food packs to male, blank, inside the parentheses, but, and female evacuees. Number three, they also give sanitary napkins blank inside the parenthesis for so girls. Okay, so you are going to choose the correct answers, the correct conjunctions found inside the parenthesis. Okay, let's check your own work again. Let's be honest in checking your own work. Okay, so number one. For number one, what do you think is the correct answer here? The Barangay Council plans to distribute emergency bags. Okay, is it or nor? Okay, you are correct. It is or. It shows options, right? Emergency bags or health kits. We cannot use nor because there are no or there are no negative ideas presented here or clauses. For number two, volunteers give food packs to male blank female evacuees. But or and? Okay, the correct answer is and because it is used to add ideas. Male and adding idea, another and female. Okay, so we cannot use but because but is used for we cannot use but because it is used for contrasting ideas. And this statement number two is not all about contrasting ideas. Okay, for sentence number three, they all give sanitary napkins blank for so girls. What is your answer? If your answer is four, then you are correct. Okay, we cannot use so. Okay, we cannot use so because it does not show any results. Okay, so congratulations for doing your best and for being honest in checking your work. Okay, and finally, let us have this assessment. Okay, I advise you to take a screenshot of the screen. Okay, so that you can answer the test correctly. Make clear and coherent sentences by using any of the conjunctions found inside the parentheses. Write your answers on your answer sheet. You are going to send a photo of your answers to me in the messenger. Okay, so for number one, Mrs. Cruz blank, her grade 6 class visited the church. So inside the parentheses, we have her and or for. You're going to choose one. Okay, let's move to number two. Along the way, she asked the children or to say blank saying a prayer. So we have her but or. You are going to use to choose between these two. For number three, we have when they reach the church, the children are not done reciting the prayer. Blank. Okay. Yet or so. You are going to choose between yet or so. For number four, Mrs. Cruz told them to maintain their line while entering the church. Blank, some children wanted to run. Okay? But or and. The options are but or and. Write your answers on your answer sheet. And for number five, Mrs. Cruz told the children to behave as a sign of reverence to God and blank, the children obeyed. The choices are so or nor. Okay, so you have five sentences to complete using the coordinating conjunctions. Okay. Okay, are you done with your assessment task? Okay, I guess it's now time to check your own work. Please don't forget to be honest. Just read what's inside the word there at my back. Okay, be honest. Okay, before we go on checking your work, please send me in my messenger a photo of your answer sheets. Okay, a photo of your answers. Okay. So let's check. So that is all about our lesson about coordinating conjunctions. And congratulations for finishing this lesson. Once again, this is your virtual teacher. I'm Randy Canales. See you in the next virtual tutorial. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. And again, thank you for watching, everyone. Have a nice day.